What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another evening with Midnight Nation. We're looking forward to some upcoming iOS games such as Elder Scrolls Blades, which I've signed up for the beta, of course, on my iPad Pro, along with Black Desert Mobile, Terra Mobile, and Lineage Mobile. Today we're going to be checking out Full Metal Jackpot, which I've played quite a bit of. I'm already level 15. I've put several hours into this game. It's actually really fun in that it's just really quick. So you're just going to push the fight button, tap, 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 tap to continue. Now you've got this kind of Metal Slug type game where it's fully multiplayer, and there's about 20 players per map, and you're going to run around and level up and pick perks every time you level up. Picking up money is going to give you basically experience to allow you to pick these perks. A lot of my favorite perks are the ones that don't have stacks, and I'll usually pick those up. There's 4 or 5 of those, including slowing shot, blast shot, and a few others. We're going to go ahead and take slowing shot here, and then I've leveled up to be able to choose the next thing. I do not like to play quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up crit here over burning shot, although burning does do that nice damage over time. I prefer to go for an absolute damage build. So we're going to be moving slowly. I'm not going to choose any of the perks that allow us to look outside of, kind of this limited viewpoint. You can actually pick perks which expand your camera, allowing you to see further and further away, which does definitely have its uses, and there's also several maps. But we're going to be going for this particular level, just a tanky damage build, preferring damage and leech over health or armor. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up crit chance here. See, I don't like any of these. I don't like homing shot, because if you have good enough accuracy, you don't need it. It can be helpful, of course. So we're definitely going to try to avoid all other players around the first 10 levels of the game. You're just going to run around and pick up cash in order to get enough perks to be competitive. Any player who's level 10 plus is likely going to absolutely annihilate you if you try to get into a one-on-one fight. You can use these explosive barrels to throw them at players. They usually one-shot most players unless they're like as tanky as can be. Then if you also just pick it up and run into a player and you get shot, it does the most damage in the game. So you can actually see in the top, it shows this exclamation mark that's kind of moving. That's the rank 1 player. So you can see in the top right, it's currently Haunting Hydra 2 with 3,400 cash. I mean, I'm already at 2,000 and we just started, so they are very quick games. The leaderboards are pretty nutty. Some of the top players in the game have upwards of 600 kills in one match. My high score right now is 160. I almost made top 10 leaderboard. It would be pretty awesome if we managed to get it this game. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this, you guys. You do have to, it's kind of this like pay-to-win currency. These like aluminum, we'll call them for now. I don't know the actual name. You can buy those, but the game also gives them to you every day for playing. And when you do achievements, you get like 5 or 10, but it does cost 2 to re-roll. So I had somewhere around 120, and then I re-rolled all my perks basically over and over and over. And I do think you could be competitive with all random perks without re-rolling anything, and you can also get really lucky, but it does help, to re-roll. So like, for instance, here, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this. We have armor, homing shot, and cash. Again, I'm going to go ahead and go for a reroll, looking for only damage. So multi-shot is what I would consider functional damage. Especially if you're up close to your target, you can hit them with multiple shots. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. Here we will take burning shots. It does do damage over time, and it's really good for killing low-level players. Fire rate and damage are my 2 most favorite abilities. If you can get fire rate stacked to 3, you're basically going to be shooting a heavy machine gun. You can see right there some players are all throwing barrels at each other. We're still just going to be running around here. I usually don't fight any players until 10 plus, preferably not at all, really, until I get up near 15, and then I can just, annihilate. So, like, I might as well just keep running around. Like, there's not a lot of players that, I mean, if we get into an absolute fight or we get really low and we have to battle it out, we will. So picking up firing rate, I like piercing shot on the other 2 maps. Piercing shot is really, really fun because it allows you to shoot through walls. It has the potential to be decent here, shooting through cars and walls, so we'll go ahead and pick that up as well here in order to prevent a reroll. Possibly instead of piercing shot on this level, range might be better, because you can already shoot through this gate without piercing shot, I do believe. No, you can't. Okay, we'll go ahead and pick up piercing shot. Picking up again, I don't feel like you need 2 stacks of piercing shot. Like, it already goes through the car when you're close, and it already goes through walls. So leech is good. in terms of health, right? Like you can stand toe to toe with someone and continue to fight them, and you're likely gaining more health than you're losing, or you'll win the one-on-one engagement. But I feel pressured to go for something here that increases my overall damage rather than survivability. So we'll go ahead and reroll, picking up fire rate ×2. Amazing. Ricochet shot can be good as well, but it reminds me similar to homing shot in that if you're just good at aiming, you won't need to ricochet. So we're going to go ahead and reroll this as well. Looking for something with damage. Missing it again. Fire rate ×3. That's incredible. So, I mean, you can only have a couple abilities. I think you can only have about 12 or 15 or 14 maybe. This is interesting. So this escape pod will come down every like 2 or 3 minutes. And if you're standing in that red circle, it kills you. It one-shots you. You can see how much damage the other level 15 is doing to me. He only hit me 3 times and he did half my health. And he's probably going to be chasing me down, trying to get all my cash and my gold coins. So here, I don't have enough platinum to reroll. So now we're in trouble. I possibly shouldn't have rerolled earlier. We're going to go ahead and pick up speed, although I don't normally recommend that. I'm going to go ahead and go for range. Looking for crits over multi-shot, I think. Blast shot here, probably the best again. And then now we're starting to see that damage. So we're already level 14. We only have 1 or 2 more perks left to go. What we'd be looking for on a perfect build would be like a triple crit, a triple damage, and a triple fire rate. That's already 9 of your 14 or 15 abilities, but you're going to be putting out the most damage per second with speed, damage, and crit. But we're going to go ahead and continue to level up here. I believe 15 or 16 is max, so we're already almost there. Definitely want to stay away from those barrels. That is going to be a one-shot even at this level. We're picking up... I'm gonna go for a leech here so I can get some toe-to-toe battles. Zooming out can be really, really useful, especially if players, like the low-level players, sometimes try to pick up barrels and just ram into you and blow you up. So it's easier to see them coming, but I do feel like if you're playing well enough and you're shooting enough, because, I mean, once we get to max level, which I think is 16, so we'll have a total of 15 perks here. Once we get to max level, we don't... I feel like you're moving around enough and shooting through the walls enough, and if you pick up like 1 round of ricochet, like it's gonna be really hard for players to get close to you, especially if they're holding a barrel. Like if you shoot the barrel with any amount of rounds, or like a blast shot, like AoE damage, or like whatever the case, you're gonna one-shot that player anyway. So like you don't really have to see them. You just have to be, you know, quick with it, Cuddy. But I'm gonna go ahead and take leech. You see this player trying to fight me one-on-one, so I'm going to just go ahead and fight him. Look at how much damage I'm putting out. The guy was level 15. Ooh! Ooh, got he. And we also have slow shot, which I do think slow shot is the most important ability in this game. So you're going to see he's going to get slower, and then if we had enough speed, we'd just catch up. But here we'll probably catch up anyway. He'll veer around, try to pick up some health. But I'm not going to let this guy get away. I like to really chase down my targets here and let them know like what's good. So we do have piercing shots, so we can shoot him through the wall. I'm going to hit that barrel. Like, there's just no way he can get away here in this corner. Now, if this other guy had started fighting us, he's only level 2, so we don't have that much to worry about. But right there, a 2v1 isn't preferable, but you do want to always chase the lower target. Try not to switch targets, because that allows both of them to team up on you. Now, there's no reason for me to pick up cash anymore, so I should be basically just going for kills. Again, we only managed to pick up 1 damage and 2 crits, so we're lacking a vast portion of perk-based damage. But I'm going to pick up homing shot here, just for the hell of it. But we are max level, and now we will be going for nothing but kills. I'm going to quickly show you can just pick this up, and then if you just kind of shoot in a direction, you'll throw it. If we get hit by any rounds here at all, we're dead. And because I don't have zoom out, I can't see, and I almost never do this. But we'll just screw with it real quick. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. We're going to try to get at least 150 kills this round. I'm going to try to stay close to buildings as I can now shoot through the walls, which is going to play a huge portion of this round. Going for low levels is the easiest way to pick up kills. You can see I almost killed that guy with just a few shots. I like shooting through walls as well because it confuses people. You see he's kind of continuing toward me. He doesn't really know what's happening. This building right here is going to be perfect. So we'll use this as our home base. and we'll just move left and right, killing all players. Here's a little bit higher level of player. We're going to continue to go for him as well. I think we accidentally killed him, to be honest, with that burn. Just picking up just really easy kills here, guys. Just annihilated that level 10. Feels good, man. So I do like this game because you know, it gives low level players a chance because they can hit you with barrels. They can see me on the map right now because I'm rank 1. It will have that that exclamation point for all other players to try to avoid me. So if you're playing well and you're a low level player, you know, you'll just stay away from those explanation points. Exclamation points until you get a bit higher and able to fight back. Now, right now, I'm just picking up cash for the hell of it. It also kind of makes me a bigger target. Obviously, if anyone kills me, it's going to be huge for them. A big part of this game is gold coins and platinum as far as buying costumes and skins. So you can see we're up to 21 gold coins. It's right there next to my name. All other players can see how many points we have as well. So that guy has 3. So right now, if I go for the escape pod, I'll escape with my gold coins. And the gold coins that stack up over time. So what I like to do personally is kind of a dick move, but I mean, it's part of the game, is I like to go camp those... Oh, God, annihilated. I like to go camp that escape pod and not let any players leave. And that way the gold coins will continue to increase and stack up over time. And that bonus will get exponential. So when it finally does, like right here, we'll just start shooting. You have to stand on that for 5 or 6 seconds in order to escape. And at this point in my gaming career here on this particular level, it's going to be really hard for any player to get out here. I can literally just sit on the other side of this wall over here and destroy them. I'm going to go ahead and just continue to be extremely aggressive right now and just take out all these players. Now, I don't know the amount of bots versus real players. I let that guy escape. So next time that lands, we'll be better about stopping them from escaping. But that will allow that gold bonus to just incredibly stack up. The game I had 164 kills or whatever my max was. I had a ridiculous amount of gold bonus at the end. I was literally just camping that escape pod over and over and over, and it was worth so much that when I finally escaped, I got, you know, somewhere around 200 or 300 gold, which is, you know, getting close to the leaderboard levels and also the levels that you need in order to get onto the leaderboard / pick up costumes. Yes. Here's the other good part about slowing shot, right, is that when these low-level players come to pick up your gold from your kills, you can just take them out. Like, they have such a low amount of health that if they try to pick up, like, really any more than a few shots, they're going to get annihilated. I also kind of would like to retract the statement I made earlier about homing shots. I do feel like... it's... Oh! Alright, you guys, that is full Metal Jackpot. A level 2 dropping a barrel on me. That is the end of this round. I do enjoy this game. I highly recommend it on the go. This has been a presentation by Strange Religion.